The opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Eastlink TV, its sponsors, or partners.
Welcome to this week's episode of Secrets of Martial Arts. Our guest today is Musanim Charles Coutu. Charles is from a Korean school here in Sudbury area. How long have you been doing martial arts, Charles?
Well, I've been doing martial arts over 32 years now. I've been with the same instructor for all this time, our chief master, Jerry Forte. And he's taught me a lot when it comes to martial arts, as far as, respect, discipline, perseverance, and also the idea of, not only becoming, the best martial artist I can, but also becoming a better person, So, if it wasn't for martial arts, I wouldn't be where I am today. I am a teacher, I'm a high school teacher, and it's given me a lot of confidence in myself.
Right.
So, yeah.
What got you involved in the first place?
My brother Roger. Well, when I was younger, high school, I was, bullied. He saw I lacked confidence, so it was something that we could do together. And so basically, we started out with Master Forte, and we started doing martial arts, and since the age of 13 years old, and it's been one of my passions until now. Yes.
I do an Okinawan style, and on this season we have Okinawan style, we have jiu-jitsu, we have karate. You're only Korean styles. Can you tell us a little bit about the Korean martial arts?
Well, the Korean martial arts, our style is called Hanmudo, which means Korean martial arts. Basically, it's a combination of Kuksul and Hapkido, which come from Korea. It basically dates back to the Royal Court Army. So they developed and practiced Kunjun Musul, which means Royal Court Martial Arts. And basically they would use that to, defend the nation. And then afterwards, basically the masters would go ahead and from there they would form their own system, and then they came to America with them.
It seems like a very comprehensive art. I've noticed that you have striking, like punching and kicking, but there also seems to be a lot of grappling and joint locking in that. Yes.
One of the most of the stuff that we do has to do with pressure points, joint locks, throwing, getting the person off balance, and basically to be able to defend yourself in any type of situation.
It almost seems like it's even to a small extent a little bit of acrobatics in it.
Yes, we do practice acrobatics. Has a little flair to what we do. We do, it's something to challenge the students also, right? And to develop flexibility and focus and all the training.
So as in a martial art, the acrobats part aren't really part of the art, the martial art aspect of it. It's
that's
training.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So we're adding that, to add the flair and stuff. But there are, situations where a cartwheel can probably get you out of a bad situation if you're stuck.
Right.
But it's great for the kids too.
And you mentioned pressure points, because I've heard some people say, pressure points, they're no good, they're useless. Well, I've experienced pressure points, and the people that did it to me, they weren't useless. I certainly would never say that to them to their face, because it hurt then, and they'd make it hurt more now.
Yes, that's right. Well, using pressure points to inflict pain, that's one thing, and even to surprise the opponent, trying to attack you, that instant, just that one instant, can help you surprise them, and therefore you can, go ahead and defend yourself and continue on with your next technique, right?
Right.
So into a joint lock and something to be able to control the opponent and bring them down to the ground.
Okay, well, we're going to be moving to actually get to see you after this break. We're going to get to see you and your students actually performing some techniques. So yes. Looking very much forward to it. Thank you very much for coming out, by the way.
All right. Thank you very much.
intruder. 30 meters. 20 meters. 12. 8. 5.
I thought you guys were cleaning out here.
Oh, we are. We're, sweeping.
Yeah, for space aliens.
Yeah, for space aliens.
Well, good luck with that.
Imagine what a little time can do for your family.
I think our work is done.
From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Water. We can't live without it. But in the world today, a lot of people can barely live with it. It's estimated that 1.8 billion people cook with, wash with, and drink contaminated water. 2.5 billion lack access to sanitation. In developing countries, people suffering from diseases caused by bad water, inadequate sanitation, and poor hygiene occupy half the hospital beds. Universal access to sanitation and clean water would save 2.5 million lives per year. Sounds expensive, right? But every dollar invested in water and sanitation returns on average more than $4 in increased productivity. Bottom line, we can't afford not to safeguard the world's water supply.
We're back with Musanim Charles Coutu and his group of students, and we're here to see his art, and I'm looking forward to it. Korean art is quite dynamic, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So here we'll be seeing some kicking, different drills, some falling, also different types of forms that we practice, and some weapons. All right, so I hope you enjoy. Okay. Basically, the students here practice basic kicks to advanced kicks. It depends on their belt level. As they move in higher ranks, we expect them to be able to do more advanced kicks. Helps develop your focus and balance. So next we will see some falling principles in acrobatics. Learning to fall is very important for students in order not to get injured. And the type of techniques that we practice involves throwing, so they need to learn how to throw properly, so not to injure any limbs or internal organs. And we see some acrobatics, which is fun for the kids to do. Again, it helps with your focus and your balance, agility, and a challenge for some.
I'm impressed.
And of course, flexibility.
Very impressive.
Next, we have Seb performing Kicho Young, which is our first form that we start teaching at white belt level. Contains all our basic punches, blocks, kicks, stances.
So they learn this right off the bat.
Right off the bat, that's right. We have it basically split up into 5 different sections. So for the younger kids, they'll probably learn the first 3 parts, and then after that, move on to the next 2 parts. But you know, they get to practice their focus, their balance, their speed, and you'll notice we do a lot of circular motions in our style. So it's a lot of fluidity. So now we have Haley, who's going to be doing her competition form. It's a form that she did at the national level and world championships. It won her a gold medal at the nationals and a silver medal at the worlds.
Flexibility is amazing.
Put a lot of hard work into it. Takes a lot of dedication. A lot of training. A lot of the students come 3-4 times a week. Next we have Al performing one of our weapons forms. We start learning the staff. So weapons is part of our curriculum. We have 3 types of staff that we use. We have short staff, which we call danbong. We have a middle-sized staff, which we call junbong. And this staff here is a long staff, which we call jangbong. So our form involves a lot of different types of spins, blocks, strikes. Again, you'll see the circular movements, rolling, falling. It's all part of the abilities we want them to develop. Maintaining speed in the spins is one of the things you want to work on you know, to make the form work well. Very good. And next we have Mike, who's going to be performing a black belt weapons pattern. So at black belt level, we start to learn how to use a sword. I know in the Japanese styles, you guys may use swords also. You'll notice that this one is a straight blade sword, like the Japanese traditional curved.
Curved, yes.
The Koreans, I know in our style, we favor the straight blade sword to practice with. So different, again, striking, blocking, poking, slicing. That last roll is our victory.
That was amazing. That was very good. Very impressive. We're gonna come back with the group and see some self-defense techniques after this. And you'll be duly impressed because I'm duly impressed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And
Be the voice for those who have no voice. Visit worldwildlife.org.
Seeds are important to me because all the world's food begins with a seed.
Seeds are important to me because our agricultural security depends on them.
Seeds are important to me because they hold enormous biodiversity going back thousands of years.
Future generations need these seeds.
Because our children need these seeds.
Maintaining diversity in seeds means we keep nutrition in our food.
Because as a father of 3 kids, I know how important good seeds are for providing healthy food for my family.
Because biodiversity tastes good.
Support farmers who save seeds.
Seeds are the key to food security.
Buy locally farmed food.
Know where your food comes from.
Everyone can be a seed saver.
Everyone.
Are you a seed saver?
Are you a seed saver?
Are you a seed saver?
I'm Amy Milan.
I'm Tim Kingsbury of Arcade Fire.
My name's Jim Cuddy.
I'm Bruce Coburn.
I'm Ian Thornley from Big Wreck.
I'm Tim Baker.
I'm Leslie Feist and I'm a seed saver.
I'm Sam Roberts. I'm a seed saver.
We're back with Musanim Charles Coutu and his group. And now we're going to be looking at some self-defense, are we not?
yes, we are.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Take it away. Looking forward to it. Good.
We have Megan and Seb. They're performing some advanced martial arts, advanced type of self-defense. Involves defending against different punches, kicks, chokes, and grabs. So now you know why they have to learn break falls.
Yeah. No doubt.
We have Al and Mike. They're also performing some self-defense. Defensive principles such as avoidance, controlling the danger, redirecting the opponent's energy are things that we do to get out of a bad situation.
These techniques are practiced in a typical class.
That's right. So as they move up in the ranks, they start with basic fundamental techniques, basic self-defense, learning how to get out of a hold, and then learning how to control. And then as they move up into the ranks, then it starts getting a little bit more advanced and more advanced. So here we have Mike performing some advanced black belt self-defense. You'll notice the use of joint manipulation to cause pain in order to disable, subdue, or control an attacker. Sometimes we need to adapt our situation because the situation is changing, so we'll change our technique. Next, we have Haley and Seb, which are going to be demonstrating some sparring.
So is this like a points type of sparring?
Yes, it is. It's point sparring. I mean, we teach traditional martial arts, but we also have a competitive aspect to our style. And so what they're demonstrating is point sparring. It's a light to no contact sparring. You'll see most of the techniques are controlled, using various types of technique, punching, kicking. And normally once a point is scored, the judge will stop the match and we continue. So practicing this helps develop, speed, timing, reflexes. It's a great cardio exercise too.
So I find it fascinating that she's in there with a much larger opponent, yet she's
Yes,
going for it.
It takes a lot of training, a lot of practice, and develop that speed and that timing. So next I'll be performing weapons self-defense. So defending myself with a weapon. For this set, I'm going to be using fans. So may look harmless, but the fans can be used when they're close tight as something hard to strike with. So if I was in any danger at any time, I could use these. All right, thank you. I'll be performing another set of techniques with a cane. Again, something that somebody may need because they're injured and they get attacked. Therefore, they can use this to block, strike, and hook. Hey!
Thank you very much. That was just amazing. This, the name of your art again?
Hanmudo.
Hanmudo.
Yes.
And it's a Korean martial art. How old would this art be?
Well, it dates way back for the roots in the Kunjun Wusul. But for us, Hanmudo has been 30, 40, 50 years probably here in Canada.
Right. So. Now, as a you said it was palace art. Does that mean it was used to defend the royal family? Is that?
Yes, it was. Yeah, the Royal Court Martial Arts. So.
Okay.
We had Grandmaster Lee, who was our Grandmaster, and he was in charge of training the Korean Army. And so he brought his system over here to Canada to teach our chief masters and again teach us.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, your students are just, you guys are amazing. That's very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You
appreciate it.
Is there anything that you'd like to, add about?
Well, I'd like to say that into any martial arts, it's a great way to get the family out there at the Korean Martial Arts Center. We're family-oriented martial arts, so it's fun to have the kids come out there, do some physical activities, learn how to defend themselves, but most importantly, have fun and friendship, make new friends, learn about respect and discipline. It's a great way to pass the time. All right.
Actually, I trained with, there's a man he's in Lansing, Michigan right now, but he's from Okinawa. He's 85. Oh, wow. His name is Iha Sakichi Sensei. Yeah, a true inspiration. But he said that in order to do karate or martial arts, you have to make friends. You can only learn it by having friends. Because to practice like we do, you need to be friends, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Han.
Can you guess how many fish an Atlantic puffin can hold in its beak at the same time? 10, 28, or 61? Find out at hww.ca.